So web wallets, we're going to be talking mostly about MetaMask in this example. It's a wallet that is access to the web without having to download anything to your computer or mobile phone. And it has the ability to interact with dApps much easier than any other kind of wallet. Uh, Use cases include frequent interaction with dApps, which are decentralized applications. They're great for holding or trading NFTs frequently because of the convenience of having it in your browser. MetaMask and web wallets in general are probably the best way to do that, best and easiest way to do that. And they can be used for holding crypto long term, but it's not recommended because of the frequent interaction with the web. It's a lot higher risk of attacks.
Okay, and do you know about other ones that you recommend to use compatible to your browser outside of MetaMask?
Not off the top of my head, but I can get back to you with some more examples. MetaMask is by far the most popular web wallet.
Got it. That's for your browser in that case, compatible, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it would be interesting to know if what alternatives user could have in case MetaMask is not working in the browser.
Right. All right, so some pros and cons, specifically about MetaMask. It's extremely convenient, and there's a pretty seamless interface with such as applications. Usually, if you're prompted to make a transaction, MetaMask will pop up automatically. You accept it, and you move on. It's very, very quick. MetaMask is, again, the most popular crypto wallet. And the important thing in all of, the whole Web3 world is you want to use tools that are really, really well used and well tested, because the more people use them, that means the more attacks will have probably gone through them. And if they're still around, then they're pretty good. So that's why I'm using MetaMask specifically here. Some of the cons, though, like I already mentioned, is they're vulnerable to malware attacks just because they're a hot wallet, and transaction speed can be a little slow because of how popular this specific wallet is.
Yeah, I just want to mention on MetaMask, also because it's sitting on the browser, on the Chrome, and I think on others as well. But when you make an update for your browser, you need to verify that your private key or recovery key both are secured in case your MetaMask data is reset as well.
Right. Thank you for that point. Okay, so moving on to desktop and mobile wallets. These are wallets that you actually download on your desktop or mobile device, where private keys are stored in a file on the device. Some of the use cases include just holding crypto tokens or other digital assets. And then it's more secure way to store crypto assets, but it's not as secure as hardware wallets. And it is important to mention here that for most of the wallets specifically that we're giving examples of here, that file that is downloaded onto your device is encrypted. It's not something that someone can just open on your computer and read freely. It's a secure file, but it is there on your device.
Yeah, what interesting to know about also, I think mobile wallets and the others that available is that they don't save your data on their server. Your data is only connected to the blockchain, and then you have full also privacy on your transactions. They are not transferred for the company. And do you know if the wallets also hold the transaction in the wallet itself, or is it always everything sit only on the basically blockchain side?
I'm not sure I understand exactly what you're asking, but the wallets there, like you said, there's no server interaction outside of your device. It interacts directly with the blockchain. The transactions are done in the wallet and only in the wallet. So
right.
that's the way you would get access to the blockchain. I hope that answered the question.
So what you need to verify is something about the private key, right? That it's cannot be hacked on your mobile.
Right.
And, yeah. So will you show it? Will it get encrypted?
Yeah, for most of these wallets that we're mentioning here, that file is encrypted and is pretty safe. But because they are on your hardware, they are more vulnerable than like a hardware wallet, but they're less vulnerable than a web wallet, something like MetaMask.
Okay.
All right, so here's some pros and cons. Some of them we did just talk about. They're more secure than web wallets, and it's pretty easy to send and receive crypto, especially peer-to-peer in this case. Web wallets are more geared towards dApps, whereas these wallets are more, sending peer-to-peer, maybe going into some exchanges. And then this is the most popular way to store crypto long-term, because most of these wallets are free, whereas a hardware wallet is something you actually have to pay for. And then some cons include the fact that they're susceptible to malware attacks because they are hot wallets. They're on a device that's connected to the internet. And the private keys are saved on a local file that can be accessed outside the wallet. But again, that file is encrypted. So that's not too much of a concern. All right, so moving on to our last kind of wallet, which is a hardware wallet. It's a wallet where private keys are stored on a physical device that is disconnected from the internet. These are great for holding crypto for a very long time. If you want to keep it, completely secure. And this is the most secure way to store your crypto assets. And here's some pros and cons. It's the safest option, but it isn't prone to hacking, phishing, or any malware. Some cons is that you can physically lose this hardware wallet or your private keys. And it's a lot less convenient for sending crypto. Basically, the process you do is you pull something up. If you want to sign a transaction, you plug your hardware wallet into your computer. It sends it onto the actual drive. It signs it, sends it back, and then your transaction is signed. So just some final best practices for keeping your private keys safe before we wrap up here. Definitely don't share your keys with anyone. You want to keep them to yourself, because once anyone gets a hold of those keys, they now have access to your wallet and all of the assets in that wallet. You want to write your private keys down somewhere, memorize them. Even if it is a hot wallet, even though they're stored in the cloud, you want to have them written down somewhere. So you always have a fail-safe. Definitely don't store your keys in any online documents like your Notes app on your phone, on Google Drive, on a Word document, because those files are not encrypted. If someone gets onto your device, it's very easy to get access to those. And then again, for maximum safety, you want to use a cold wallet. Any last thoughts?
Yeah, so when we basically do our daily transactions, it's recommended to test and use wallets like MetaMask and Hedge, and get them more into the daily use. It's like cold wallet. And we can look at cold wallets like our private bank. We can have few wallets on the same device or on the same MetaMask. So what we will do now, we will show a small demo, maybe how you install a MetaMask, and basically how you get started working with it.